The following message is transmitted at the request of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and the Knox County Emergency Management. A new planet of celestial origin was detected by NASA just about 15 minutes ago. This planet, now named 2023 CRBA, was seen disrupting Earth's orbit with the Sun and possibly the Moon. It is unknown when 2023 CRBA will make impact, but all residents should remain calm at this time. Stay tuned for further information.
Please listen carefully to this message. Within the last 35 minutes, top scientists at NASA have done research on 2023 CRBA and have confirmed of a potential impact. Impact from 2023 CRBA is expected to be imminent within the next 10 days. During the first 9 days, it is expected that it will orbit over the Earth from twice the Moon's orbital diameter, in which could bring various hazards, such as weather disturbances like extremely high winds, heavy to extreme dust storms, extreme heat to extreme cold, and possible coastal flooding, along with possible geological disturbances, such as earthquakes, tsunamis, and, worst yet, possible volcanic eruptions. The United States government is working on a plan to start evacuation procedures in the event of an eruption, specifically either from Yellowstone or Long Valley. Though 2023 CRBA's impact is only within 10 days, all residents of the continental United States should take protective actions to ensure their safety and the safety of others. More information shall be provided.
Earthquake warning in effect for the entire county of Osage. The United States Geological Survey has issued an earthquake warning due to a recent geological disturbance in the Mid-Atlantic Ridge caused by 2023 CRBA. A magnitude 8.9 earthquake was detected about 8 miles between the border of the northernmost portion of Maine and Canada. Aftershocks are expected within the next 5 to 10 minutes. To protect your life, climb, cover, and hold on to something sturdy. Stay tuned for further information.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the United States Geological Survey. A recent geological disturbance from 2023 CRBA has triggered an underwater earthquake in the Pacific Ocean. This has created a mega tsunami, which is rapidly moving towards the west coast at a high rate of speed, specifically at a speed of over 250 miles per hour. All states on the west coast are in extreme danger. If you are in the states of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Nevada, California, Arizona, Utah, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado or New Mexico, then evacuate further eastward immediately. Stay tuned to local media and news outlets for further information.
The tsunami warning remains in effect until further notice for all of Nassau County. The following message is transmitted at the request of Nassau County Emergency Management, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and the United States Geological Survey. An unusually deadly situation is occurring throughout the main city seat of Nassau County and surrounding areas. A geological disturbance, mixed with both a natural disturbance and an unknown gravitational force, possibly from the sun, formed near the Long Island coast, near the Atlantic Ocean, triggering both a mix of strong winds and powerful earthquakes side by side, generally creating a large tsunami. The strong winds, as of late, are rapidly moving the tsunami at a speed of a record-breaking 350 miles per hour. This is a level 3 evacuation order for the Long Island area. You must evacuate further inland to protect your life. Fail to do so at your peril. Do not pack any items. You are endangering yourself by doing so. Shelters have been opened up in the mainland New York area. Do not delay whatsoever. Leave now or face immediate death. Fail to evacuate at your peril. I repeat, fail to evacuate at your peril. Stay tuned for further information.
A civil authority has issued local area emergency for the following counties or areas. Rowan, Tennessee, at 8:45 a.m. on Jan 21st, 2023, effective until 9:15 a.m. Mass rioting is occurring throughout the city of 10 Mile. If you are participating in the riot, stop rioting immediately and back down. You are making the situation worse than it already is. The government knows that 2023 CRBA is only 6 days away from impacting Earth, and knows a lot of people might feel or think about this situation, but causing damage, sparking mass hysteria and triggering civil unrest will surely not make anything better. You are an enemy of the country if you participate in riots and will be sentenced to life in prison. Martial law is in effect starting at 8 p.m. and ending at 7:30 a.m. the following morning. Abide by the martial law or be met with swift force.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. 2023 CRBA has had negative effects on the United States and the rest of the world. Deaths, globally, have already reached 1 million, and this number is expected to rise within the next 5 days. The government is in complete disarray. Rioting is occurring in several states throughout the country. Some states that have reported this include Ohio, Tennessee, Wisconsin, New York, and Florida. The effects of this event have been drastically degrading for some, and has led to emergency services to be strained. Unfortunately, no more information cannot be provided. Thank you.
This is an Alberta emergency alert. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration of the United States of America, along with the Canadian Space Agency, detected the presence of a celestial planetary body 6 days ago. This planet is estimated to make impact within the next 4 days. Given the current events caused by this planet in the United States, it is expected that the entire country of Canada will be affected in a much larger scale of severity. Take protective actions to ensure the safety of you, along with others around you. More information shall be provided online at www.alertready.ca. Stay tuned for more information.
Il s'agit d'une alerte d'urgence de l'Alberta. La National Aeronautic and Space Administration des États-Unis d'Amérique et l'Agence spatiale canadienne ont détecté la présence d'un corps planétaire céleste il y a 6 jours. On estime que cette planète a un impact dans les 4 prochains jours. Compte tenu des événements actuels causés par cette planète aux États-Unis, on s'attend à ce que l'ensemble du Canada soit touché à une échelle de gravité beaucoup plus grande. Prenez des mesures de protection pour assurer votre sécurité, ainsi que celle des autres personnes qui vous entourent. De plus amples informations doivent être fournies en ligne à l'adresse suivante, www.alertready.ca. Restez à l'écoute pour plus d'informations.
Please be advised, we are running this on very low power. Event type is tsunami. For all areas in Nunavut that surround the Hudson Bay. At 10:10 a.m. Eastern Time on January 24, 2023. An unprecedented gravitational anomaly mixed with an extremely powerful geological anomaly formed off the eastern Nunavut coast, just in the Hudson Bay waters. All residents listening to this message should evacuate further inland immediately. This message applies to all residents in or within a far to close radius of the city of Arivat. Do not delay. Grab anything you have and evacuate now. More information will be provided online at www.alertready.ca.
S'il vous plaît être averti, nous exécutons cela sur une très faible puissance. Le type d'événement est tsunami. Pour toutes les régions du Nunavut qui entourent la baie d'Hudson. À 10h10, heure de l'Est, le 24 janvier 2023, une anomalie gravitationnelle sans précédent mélangée à une anomalie géologique extrêmement puissante s'est formée au large de la côte est du Nunavut, juste dans les eaux de la baie d'Hudson. Tous les résidents qui écoutent ce message doivent évacuer immédiatement plus à l'intérieur des terres. Ce message s'applique à tous les résidents dans ou dans un rayon éloigné de la ville d'Ariva. Ne tardez pas. Prenez tout ce que vous avez et évacuez maintenant. De plus amples renseignements seront fournis en ligne à www.alertready.ca.
Please stand by for further information. An important nuclear power plant warning message follows. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Pennsylvania State Emergency Management. A general emergency has been declared at the Beaver Valley Power Station due to a geological disturbance caused by 2023 CRBA. A failure of one of its reactors occurred due to a magnitude 8.9 earthquake caused by 2023 CRBA, triggering extreme damage to the plant. A fire was reported as well, about 90 miles from the plant. Evacuations are being set up near the following interstates: I-76, PA-18, PA-151, PA-989, PA-588, I-376 and PA-68. Please evacuate immediately. Stay tuned for further details.
A catastrophic danger warning exists for the entire state of Tennessee. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Tennessee National Guard. The mass riots from 4 days ago have worsened. Looting, vehicular manslaughter, acts of violence, and acts of genocidal and biological terrorism have been reported in several counties within the last 20 minutes. These counties include Lake, Obion, Dyer, Carter, Roane, Knox, Anderson, Union, Stewart, Macon and Smith. Due to emergency services being strained epidemically within the coming hours, drastic measures must be taken. Chloride bombs have been dropped in the following cities, and they include Oak Ridge, Nashville, 10 Mile, Rockwood, Signal Mountain, and Bristol. We know this may be an extreme site of detainment use, but it is our only way to keep this state stable. We hope and pray that this won't have a major impact on the state, and we pray that most people survive this event and manage to retake, reclaim, and rebuild. We will not let these rioters take over the volunteer state in their name. This home is ours. A shelter-in-place order is in effect for the cities and counties mentioned. These chloride bombs will make impact within the next 9 minutes. An explosion from a chloride bomb is way more powerful than a nuclear device. Chloride gas is extremely dangerous to inhale and to be exposed in. Acute exposure to chlorine gas initially causes coughing, eye and nose irritation, lacrimation, and a burning sensation in the chest. Airway constriction and non-cardiogenic pulmonary edema may occur as well. Chloride bombs release chlorine gas, a very irradiative element that can cause harm to human life. Please take this time to pack 14 days worth of food, water, clothing, medical supplies, phones, phone chargers, and a battery-powered or hand-crank radio with spare chargers. Please take this very seriously. This is a very dangerous situation. Please stay tuned for further information.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Tennessee Valley Authority. A complete failure of the Watts Bar nuclear plant in Rio County, Tennessee has occurred due to a misguidance of a chloride bomb strike headed for the city of 10 Mile. All residents within a 300-mile radius of the Watts Bar nuclear plant, and more specifically Hamilton County, are being urged to evacuate immediately. Do not delay. Evacuate immediately. Stay tuned to local media and news outlets for further information.
This is not a test. Please listen to the following message in which will follow after the tone. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government in conjunction with the Federal Emergency Management Agency. After the disturbing events in which happened in Tennessee, a nationwide security purge is in effect. A curfew also has been placed in effect, starting at sunrise and ending at sunset. All crime is now subject to 20 years in federal prison, and along with a $1,250,000 fine, including the purging or disobeyment of this curfew. We know this may be strict, but it is our only way to keep the integrity of this nation safe. The entire government is in full disarray, and the entire state of Tennessee is a dystopia riddled with chlorine gas, which is potent to kill someone. Chlorine gas has been reported outside of the state of Tennessee, as well, with North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, and Arkansas reporting 4.5 cubic tons of this gas, which is highly concerning for the vicinity. This is absolutely not negotiable. Fail to comply with the curfew at your own risk. Stay tuned for further information. Local area emergency for the city of Houston. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Harris County Emergency Management. Mass rioting is occurring which is currently breaching the nationwide curfew that is in effect. We want to remind you that the penalty for committing such crime could either be a $1,250,000 fine or up to 20 years max in federal prison. Acts of terrorism, violence, vandalism, the usage of weapons of mass hysteria were reported by the police. Because of emergency services throughout the nation being strained, you may not be able to receive any help. Do not partake in the riots. You will be arrested, or worse, shot on sight. Stay tuned to local media and news outlets for further information.
A civil danger warning is in effect. This is the Larimer County Emergency Management. Massive wildfires have sparked in a sporadic pace due to a high increase in temperature, caused by 2023 CRBA. Temperatures throughout the Fort Collins metro have risen by around 30 degrees, with cities such as Loveland, Campion, Wellington, and Timnath reporting temperature increases of 60 to 90 degrees or more. Evacuations are being set up outside Larimer County. Please evacuate immediately. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Stay tuned to local media and news outlets for further information.
Please stand by. The President of the United States, or one of his designated representatives, will be speaking over the air shortly. Please stand by.
My fellow Americans, this has to be one of the worst days in human history. We, as a species, are facing a major humanitarian crisis that is deemed too unstoppable to even control. I am at a loss of words to explain. The riots, the bombings in Tennessee, the uprising in Houston, all leading to this. Millions are at stake, and I am ashamed of what I've been doing behind all of this. I want to be left out of this. I am not the root of this situation, rather my ill intent on my own people. I am so sorry it had to lead to this. But, a decision is a decision, and I just can't change that, just right on the spot. I need some time off. I need to put my mind in a different place. I need a break. Just, leave my family alone, please. They didn't deserve the backlash. I didn't deserve it either. I hope that this serves as an apology to you all. Thank you. May God save us all.
The civil authorities have issued volcano warning for all Washington state beginning at 1:10 a.m. and ending until further notice. Mount St. Helens is on the verge of erupting due to a geological anomaly caused by 2023 CRBA. An earthquake registering a magnitude of 9.5 struck the volcano at approximately 11:59 am Pacific Time on Thursday, January 26, 2023. Damage to the volcano was reported. Lava was reported to already be rising from the main entrance of the volcano. This eruption, as estimated by the United States Geological Survey, could max out the original VE recording on May 18, 1980, which was a rating of 5. It is estimated that the VE level could be the same level as the Yellowstone eruption dating back 631,000 years ago, which was a rating of 8. Because of this, a national emergency action notification could be reissued again. Please stand by, as a national emergency action message will follow soon.
The Primary Entry Point System has issued an emergency action notification for the United States and Washington, D.C. beginning at 1:10 am and ending until further notice. This is an emergency action notification requested by the White House. All EA's participants shall follow activation procedures in the EA's operating handbook for a national level emergency. The President of the United States or one of his representatives will be speaking over the air shortly. Please stand by.
This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House. To participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is King 5. We will continue to serve the Seattle metro area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Seattle metro area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. This is a national emergency. Mount St. Helens has erupted, and it has led to volcanic ash blocking out most of the northwestern United States. An estimated 4.3 million people are dead, and another 2.5 million are injured. All residents within 500 miles of the Pacific Northwest are urged to seek the nearest underground shelter. If you do not, you will possibly be killed. Winds are traveling southwest, so possibly the East Coast will be affected. Stay tuned for further information.
We interrupt this program. This is a global emergency. Important details shall follow.
A global crisis is now occurring. 2023 CRBA is now showing signs of a potential impact. Reports have been coming in that, in fact, 2023 CRBA has been slowly moving closer and closer to the Earth by each minute. Because of the obscene size and mass of this planet, NASA cannot deflect 2023 CRBA. No kind of shelter is guaranteed to increase your chances of survival. There is no place on Earth to evacuate to. It is expected that 2023 CRBA will make impact near the Gulf of Mexico within the next 10 minutes. Gather with those near you and brace for the end. This station will go offline. Thank you.
you know I'm protected. Got no money, your pocket's depressed. I came up, this shit was a blessing. I came up, this shit was impressive. Talk down on the game, we teach you a lesson. Hop in a function, acting aggressive. Know who you are, can't chill on my section. Been a ride, make it back in a week. I took one and she got three. My check hit just like believe. She play my songs, yeah, on repeat. We not the same, I don't agree. You make me sick just like disease. I spend a check to go get fleas. Tesla X, I'm catching speed. I'm in Manhattan and I'm off it. You text the gang and we gon' stay on, that's a profit. I'm booted out on DOA, I get it poppin'. One phone call, put his ass inside a coffin. If you stalking, watching, turn me to a topic. I got money in my hands and a switchblade in my pocket. You say you die for me, better keep your promise. I can give a fuck about you, I'm just being honest. I'm in a cut sliding with a weapon. 777, yeah, you know I'm protected. Got no money, your pocket's depressed. I came up, this shit was a blessing. I came up, this shit was impressive. Talk down on the game, we teach you a lesson. Hop in a function, acting aggressive. Know who you are, can't chill on my section. I'm in a cut sliding with a weapon. 777, yeah, you know I'm protected. Got no money, your pocket's depressed. I came up, this shit was a blessing. I came up, this